Lebenslüge. Let's talk about Lebenslüge. It's one of those German words that have no direct translation, like Zeitgeist or Gratismut. But wait. Like most of these magical German words, Lebenslüge too is a composite. Lebenslüge is made of two words, Leben and Lüge. Leben means life. And Lüge means, you guessed it, lie. So, taken literally, Lebenslüge would translate to life lie. It was actually the Norwegian playwright Henrik Ibsen who first coined this concept, Livsløgnen, life lie, the life lie. Sorry to my Norwegian audience friends for butchering this word. Anyhow, take the life lie from an average man, Ibsen has his character say, and you take his happiness along with it. While a Norwegian invented it, it was the Germans who kept the concept Lebenslüge alive initially in their debates, in theory. Alfred Adler tried to recast it as Lebensirrtum, but it was Lebenslüge that entered the common corpus. Germans kept the concept and now it counts as theirs in many ways. But to be fair, I hear the Norwegians practice one or two Lebenslügen of their own. Well, let me attempt to describe, to analyze, to understand the Lebenslüge. A Lebenslüge, one could say, is the lie that your biography, as you tell it yourself, depends upon. Taking away a person's Lebenslüge, it feels to him like you were killing him, as you would be destroying the concept he has of himself, because to the brain, the concept you have of yourself is you, and you're destroying it, you're attacking it. Hence, a person afraid of having his Lebenslüge taken will fight you in self-defense. And he will feel no qualms about destroying you, even outright killing you. Technically, he's only fighting for his own abstract concept of himself, but to him, it feels as if he's literally fighting for his life. Examples. Let me give one or two examples. The man or woman who delays or neglects his or her family for a career. So, let's be honest, putting a cold corporation before God and children. Or, yes, women who actually kill their child in their womb for career or because they want more time for entertainment. They sure need some grand Lebenslügen to live with themselves, to cope. NGO henchmen who spend their lives tearing down their own nations. Some of them might be plain evil, and to be honest, I think some are. But a number of them run on massive Lebenslügen, lies they tell themselves and about their evil work. Actually, you know, the older I get, the more I wonder how many of the truths I was taught in school were plain, big old Lebenslügen. Global, common Lebenslügen. Well, Lebenslüge is a concept that Germans once understood and were wary of back when they were smart, but today, ironically, Germany basically tries to run society and politics and economy on Lebenslügen. For example, Germany believes that the world climate needs saving and that little old Germany can save it by dismantling its economy while actively destabilizing society and overwhelming its own welfare state. If it all weren't so tragic, it would be almost funny. I mean, let's be honest, we actually find this specific state of mind all around the world, and the same NGOs and evil actors not only foster and spread and enforce this Lebenslügen, they also attack viciously anyone saying the truth and hence endangering their Lebenslügen. Every time a person or an NGO-infiltrated society attacks you for saying the truth, the reason always is you have threatened the Lebenslügen that their concept or their mission is based on. The danger of Lebenslügen is more than just happiness or unhappiness. The danger is that in the end always reality wins, and a life or a nation built on lies is like a house built on sand. Yet, paraphrasing Bertrand Russell, many would sooner die than give up their Lebenslügen. And in fact, they do. They quite often do. So let us not lie about our Lebenslügen. Most of us have them. And it is scary and painful to let them go. Giving up your Lebenslügen actually is related to being born again, which too requires a kind of prior death. And dying is quite often painful, so I hear. Yet there is no other way to freedom. The old me, the one believing all these lies, building on lies, defining myself by lies, the old me has to die. Or, as we've been taught by Jesus himself, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And that's about it from me today. Check the essay, the transcript, via link in the description here. I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining me again on this little walk. I thank you for your support and for your prayers. God bless.